Like,
Bro randomly
bro.
gave me the analytic synthetic distinction to prove something is
Nah,
primitive.
you got spanked, bro. Nah, you got absolutely spanked. I
Oh,
hope, I hope for
bro.
you,
Trying to
I don't
say?
get wrecked.
You can
Bro,
explain
I
to me
hope
what
for
you're
you,
trying
I
to
don't
say.
get wrecked, bro. I really
Yo,
hope for
Explain to me
you, I
what you're
don't
trying
get
to
explain
wrecked.
say.
to him. Explain to him what you were trying to say, gang.
What is that?
Yeah.
Explain to
Explain
him
to
what
me
you
what you're trying to
explain to him what you
say.
were trying to say about A theory being primitive or reduced to something primitive.
No, I said B theory is reversed to primitive language. I
No, you
said
said A
A theory
theory.
is. No, you're silly.
You were
No, you're
hey, bro, we can get
confused.
that right. But
Nah,
let's
you
say,
were
hey, let's go
confused. I
with
was
B
critiquing
theory.
your
Let's
position.
go
Yeah,
with B
why?
theory. Explain.
No,
That
I
still
was critiquing
raises
your
the question.
position,
It still
silly boy.
raises the same exact question. Let's go
You
with B
think
theory.
time is a coordinate, right?
Well, under B theory, sure.
Okay, so when describing that coordinate, how do you describe the coordinate? Go
Well, I
ahead.
want you to explain to saying it reduces dots
No,
to being
answer my
primitive.
question.
We just
Bro,
wait,
Secret,
bro,
what?
you're just literally burden shifting.
Yeah,
What
well, I
burden am I
asked you,
shifting here?
Secret, I asked you, like, what are you trying to explain there when you say B theory is reducible to primitivity? Like,
No,
what are you?
I'm not saying it's reducible to primitivity. I'm just saying B theory
Bro,
is.
and the rec, you literally verbatim
Let me
said that. That was the
finish. Let me
funniest
finish,
thing.
Okay.
Nat. Let me finish. This is what happened in rec. You tried to precog and you embarrassed
No,
yourself.
that was a lie. I
I
didn't even
said
try to
whenever you
precog. I
wait,
told you your
let me
exact
know. I took a
argument to
couple
you.
people, so like I have witnesses to you getting spanked
You
again.
don't have
Before I do this.
eyewitnesses.
No, you got spanked in the first fight, but I need like competent people to see
You have
you
no
spanked
idea what
again.
that
Give me a
is.
second.
Name me one competent person.
Listen, bro. Don't worry. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now back to what I was
don't
saying.
know
Yeah.
if you mean.
Whenever we go to definitions for time, when it comes upon B theory, it reduces to primitive language. And when I say that, I'm just saying you're using circular language insofar as you're using temporal language to describe it. You're
What?
saying just time reduces to time as a dimension of the universe. So when I'm
You're using
asking you
primitive language.
simply,
What I mean is you're using circular language. What I mean is that you're using temporal language.
what do you think? Yeah. Are you
Okay,
good?
wait. Do you not
What do you
think
think
there's
primitive
okay,
language is
wait,
entailing here? Is just saying that it's not reducible to anything but itself. Like,
wait,
I think you're
wait.
No.
confused upon the
Yo,
semantics
Okay,
being
the
used
land.
here. And then upon
that
A theory,
really.
when we define time, we're just saying that it's describable to something outside of itself. So
You clearly don't have the brain
you
capacity
conceded
enough to
upon
understand
time
why
being
I'm laughing.
describable or defined as change, right? You conceded upon that. And then once you realize that,
What?
like,
I
although I
literally
did
said
shift
that
the
at the
burden there,
beginning of
that
our
you blundered.
conversation, genius.
After you
I didn't
realize that you
concede upon
blundered,
that. I
after you
said
realize that you
that
blundered
time
there, then
entails
you try to
change
go
in
on
the
the
beginning of our
offensive
conversation.
like a silly little boy. And I don't know, like, I don't know if this for a fact, but I'm guessing that Senju just went off and teacupped to look up the fact that I'm right when we're talking about primitive language, because
No,
nothing I've said is
no, 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 no,
incorrect.
no. I'm right now currently texting two people, but that's why I've been off and on.
What do you think
Okay,
primitive
you say
language is,
primitive
Senju?
language. Huh?
What do you think it is, Senju?
The primitive or circular?
No, I didn't say primitive or circular. I just said primitive.
You said primitive language is circular language, and with
circular.
circular
I
language
said
is
it can
temporal
often be
language.
circular
No, you
insofar
said
as
primitive language is circular language, and with circular language is temporal language.
no, when we're
Okay, but
talking about
that's
time. Well, no,
Which
no.
made no sense, by the way.
Nat. Do you think that I think that all definitions are all words when reducing them? If it's going to be
What
primitive,
did I
that
say
it
entailed that?
reduces to
What
temporal
about
language. You think?
what did I say
Okay,
that
so then
entailed that?
obviously what I'm
What about what I said entailed that,
obviously
genius?
what I'm indexed
wait.
to.
What
Okay,
about what I said entailed that?
All I'm saying that
How about this?
all
Why
I'm saying
is bro
here
just
is that when
running
we
away
use
from
when we
answering the
use
question?
temporal language under B theory, that time just becomes primitive and doesn't become reducible to anything but itself. And you try to throw
Bro,
this back
is
onto
he just
me
gonna keep
without
monologuing
letting
and
me.
not answer the
Okay,
question?
go ahead. No, respond. Go ahead.
Bro, just answer the question that
What's your question?
Senju asked you.
Senju, what's your question? Go ahead.
I asked you, when you say primitive language, you say it's circular. Do you not think there's a difference from circular language and primitive language?
I think there can be a distinction here, but all I'm saying when I say primitive is just that if I ask you to describe the thing, you wouldn't be able to do it without using the thing within itself.
Describe what?
Time.
Time?
Or any definition for any word. Yeah. If I ask you to give a definition or description or the meaning of such a thing, I think primitive language is just going to mean that there's nothing you can't reduce it to anything else. That's not going to be using the same language.
Normally the reduction or the reducible sense is in coordinates to the tenseless B relations. So I don't know where you're getting that from. And particularly that also like presupposes more language continuities and also epistemological continuities. You're saying that
Like
things
what?
have an end. Well, for one, you're saying that, well, infantism or things in which suppose that there's going to be like the main foundation, or there's not a non-reducible state to language, is going to lead as true. Then you're also saying that knowledge as a whole has a non-reducible sense.
Wait, what's going to lead us true there, Senju?
That there's a non-reducible content.
No, okay. So this is also something I discussed in our argument, right?
What?
I said I agreed with him because he gave a reductio. He just said, well, I think that all language can be just reduced to something else. And I said, well, yeah, under some infinitus view. Wait, let me finish. I said,
repeat what I said because I'm playing a game and I'm not sure if you misrepresented
stop.
Or something.
Listen, just hush up, boy, and let your master
just repeat it.
Listen, no, I was already speaking.
Well, repeat it. Wait, why don't you want to repeat it so I can verify what?
Okay, I'll repeat it after I finish my thought because I'm gonna forget when you interrupt.
What the fuck?
Listen, let me finish. Okay, as I was saying, right? I'm just saying that whenever we talk about that language being primitive, I agree that you could reduce it to other things, but the reductions are just going to seem circular because you're going to use synonyms in which the meaning is the same. So, like, yes, we could just keep going into definitions and definitions and definitions, but you're going to start to reuse and recycle words that are just have the same meaning, if not literally directly, and just using modifiers, right? It's going to use some like little direct synonym to such a thing. You can look this up right now. A primitive language is usually just language that is not reducible beyond what it is. And then let's say that there is a thing like I, right, that we try to reduce beyond that, then it's going to use some sort of syntax like through identity for like an equivalence relation that's just denoting the same meaning there.
Define syntax.
Well,
syntax is just the structure. Okay, let me finish.
Primitive language. Well,
he asked me a question. This is what NatNat does, though. Whenever he gets cornered, he just asks you to give more definitions of things instead of actually like.
Wait, you were the one that did that, though. This is the first time.
Okay, the issue is the language is confused.
You weren't able to hold to your definition because you know that there's no real causal efficacy.
Wait, what definition was I not able to hold to?
You know there's no real causal
efficacy. What definition was I not able to hold to?
B theory, so you ran to semantics and you got spanked on semantics too. And Senju is still failing.
What definition was I not able to hold to?
Wait, sorry, I gotta go. What was your question?
What definition was I not able to hold to?
You conceded on A theory. I'm not gonna lie.
On what theory?
A theory. You conceded on A theory.
What did I say that conceded on A theory?
Yeah, so whenever we were talking about accounts for time there, you actually conceded that time is going to be a measure of change. That's not compatible with with B theory. Sorry to tell you.
Time entailing change is not compatible with B theory?
Let's check something.
Wait. W blunder. Let's check something.
If there's a real distinction,
let's check something really quickly.
B theory. B theory, especially as a dimension, holds that there's tenseless time.
There's B theory until time. Wait, let's check that blunder really quickly. Stop.
Past, present, and future are all identical. They're just one dimension. Yes.
Let's check if that's a blunder really quickly. Hold on.
No, you would just say that causal. No, we would just say that.
Wait, stop.
Cause and effects are just relational, like semantic or linguistic.
Wow, it does.
They're not real ontic or substantive. They're not.
One second. It does, but it depends on how change is defined.
You're silly. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, wait. I'm just reading this. You said B theory of time does not entail change. Right. Well, that's a beautiful blunder. B theory of time does not entail change. A theory of time entails change. Therefore, you concede on B theory. You accept A theory. But what I said at the beginning of the conversation is B theory entails change.
That's not what I said.
You never asked what I meant by change.
That's not what I said, but okay.
You just said that, by the way.
Okay, that's not what I said, but okay, because I explicated what I mean by change here. Because I explicated what I mean by change there and causal efficacy. But if you didn't track this, okay,
what did you mean by change?
Well, let me start. Let me speak.
What do you mean by change
and
causal efficacy?
Let me speak to your master.
No, you didn't define. Wait, you didn't even talk about.
But I already said in that discussion. I said under Aristotle's account of time there that no, not all changes are going to be temporal.
And I said I don't care about what Aristotle says.
You
started I told you I don't care about what Aristotle says. Give me the example.
No, time is going to be changed. Like simplificator.
Wait, no,
you never qualify.
what I said was I don't care about what Aristotle says.
This is also
give me the example. Time does entail change. I said those three things, genius. You're not tracking.
Listen, this is another thing. If you don't qualify what you mean, just like how I did earlier when I was talking about causal efficacy, and it's just the word
You did it
simplicator,
because
then
I
yes, it's
literally
gonna
said
be
I don't care about what Aristotle says.
wait, yes,
One
it's
second.
gonna be
I literally said
denoting,
I don't care about what Aristotle
yes, it's gonna
says.
be, wait, yes, it's
You
gonna
need to
be,
give me
wait,
the
yes.
example that I
Wait,
asked
so
for the entire
do you think
time.
do you think there's concrete change in intenseless time?
There's a concrete change in what?
You can't track.
There's a concrete change
Essentially,
in
this is
what?
what happened last time. I know you don't want to like jump in right now because you like can tell these.
There's a concrete change in what?
Listen. I know.
Or you just
Listen,
asked me a
NatNat, I
question.
know
You're
you're
just running
washed.
away
Listen,
from it.
NatNat, I know you're. Listen, NatNat, I know you're washed. I hope I can get this right too. Because
There's
not
a-
only
there's
did you
a
get
co- there's
spanked
a
the first
complete
time, but
change in
even the
what?
second time, even when I just speak to inverse and try to have a cordial conversation with them, you have to butt in because you got butthurt over getting intellectually spanked and thrashed. So you get thrashed
Wait, you
again.
can't even define
Do you
half
think,
the words
just
you're
answer the
using.
question. No, just answer the question. Do you think tenseless time there's concrete change? Yes or no?
Tenseless and tenseless time is concrete change? You just said tenseless and tenseless.
I said, do you think in tenseless time there's concrete change? That's all I said.
Do I think in tenseless time there's complete change? What do you mean by complete change?
And under your theory of time,
What do you mean by complete change?
Do you think there's concrete?
What do you mean by
changes?
complete change?
Concrete. Oh my God, this is horrible for you.
Okay, what do you mean by concrete change?
I already explained this when I was talking about causal efficacy. If you can't track, then stop playing the game.
Well, no, you didn't because I talked over you the entire time.
Stop interjecting when I'm having a conversation.
But you
with, like,
didn't though. You didn't explain. All you yapped about was Aristotle.
I literally
you didn't explain what causal efficacy is.
Wait, we can.
You didn't explain what causal efficacy is.
I literally explained.
No, you didn't. You just yapped about Aristotle.
I literally explained why under B theory, when we talk about causal efficacy, is going to be something different than A theory. And whenever we talk about concreteness there, then I can see, and I don't even want to say it again because now I'm just re-giving you the argument because you couldn't track earlier. But listen, I already explained why A theory and B theory have different views on change and not change, on cause and effect, and why that's relevant here. It seems that instead of like actually answering the question, what you want me to do is break down what I mean by it.
Well, no,
so that
I
you can get the answer
I literally asked you what
it's kind of like what you're doing right now semantically.
Wait, and it says there's tenseless time. Wait, you just said
this isn't good rhetoric when you're
change. And I asked you what concrete change means. Wait, stop.
That's why I know you're confused. That's my whole point. You're confused. That's my whole point. You're confused. Wait. That's my whole point. You're confused because you can't tell me what concrete change is going to mean here.
Wait, what do you mean tell you? You're the one that said concrete change. You
don't. Wait. Just because
you're the one that said concrete change.
Oh,
what do you mean? I have to tell you. You're the one that said it. You dumb fuck. I literally told you. Can you tell me what concrete change means? You said I already told you. I yapped about.
What do you think I mean?
I yapped about.
What do you think I mean by
what concrete change means?
What do you think I mean by it?
I'm asking you, bro. What the fuck? You want me to precog?
Okay, NatNat,
you had a problem with me precogging before. You had a problem with me precogging before. Now you want me to precog it? Like, are we serious?
I'm explaining to you. Why this is horrible for you. Because what I'm telling you is that
okay. How about this? We'll just break this down. Tenseless time does have concrete change. Do you disagree or agree with that notion, Secret?
I probably disagree. Under
why? Theory. Under B theory, yes, it does.
Yeah,
under literature. What literature are you invoking that says it differently?
Under block theory.
Okay, that is B theory is block theory. It's
there's
block
there's different views. There's different views upon B theory, but
okay, yeah, I get there's different views, but it doesn't change the main structure. I don't get what you mean.
Between the end state and the beginning state, we wouldn't say that ontically there is any real efficacy there. We would just say that there's just ordering of events. We would just say that there's linguistic difference. Or
there's a linguistic
property. Okay. There's linguistic difference that we can ascribe to properties.
Okay.
We wouldn't say in a normative sense that one thing at the beginning is causing something at the end, because these things are all occurring at the same time because it's one dimension. It's not like one concrete. That's the whole point of A. That's the whole point of A theory positing that past, present. That's the whole point of past, present, and future in A theory being viewed as some sort of concrete existences that are all distinct from each other and constantly changing in a real.
What?
No.
Sorry,
my mouth got dry. In a real. Wait. Let me finish. In a real. Substantive way.
I think you're thinking of you're conflating A theory with B theory, and mixing them together.
What do you think A theory is?
A theory is when we talk about the fluctuation, it's just a flowing of either a state of which is objective or things in which are always going to reach necessity to a deterministic framework. It's going to be what we would refer to as a presentist.
Wait, why? Okay, yeah, presentist.
Why? What?
Yeah, no. Okay, there's different. Wait, let me finish. There's different views.
No, there's not different. Okay, I think you're confused.
Wait, inverse. Then you pause the presentist. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Okay,
and the B theory is an eternalist.
Okay.
Do you believe it's an eternalist?
Yeah, I think that most views of B theory are going to hold that there's
So then,
internals.
what are you
There,
when you say that you hold to a different account of time, or when you fluctuate, or when you're invoking that? When you say those sorts of words, you're not saying that B theory is changing. You're saying that the tenseless time structure is changed. So what under tenseless time? Who do you invoke? Who do you go by? Are you like Hugh Meller? Are you fucking Peter Simon? Like who do you prescribe to?
Wait, what's your question?
Where he prescribes himself.
When you have B theory and A theory, right? You don't remove yourself from the literature of what B theory is or A theory is due to like the change in, like, for example, B theory. All it does is to say that the change in modeled as an object of O and the property of P, having the property of P or having the property of P1 is going to be the same with time 2. For an example, if an apple is green at T1 and the apple is red at T2, they say describe a change, but the objective difference within a 4D block. So there's going to be an objective difference, but they're within the same time frame. It's just an elusive sort of understanding. And the idea behind, but you're not removing that concept. Wait, you're not removing that concept. Wait, what you're removing or changing is the tenseless time endurance concept. That's all is changing within it, and then that's how what changes. But by the way, under any sort of literature view, tenseless time will always have concrete change. I don't get what you're invoking that. Who did you read that said, yeah, it won't have tenseless change or it won't have eternal change? Sorry.
Tenseless what are you talking about?
When you said does tenseless time have concrete change? Yes or no?
We still never defined it. I never invoked what it was. That's why
I understand.
It is. We never invoked what it was. We never invoked what it was.
I don't care if you didn't invoke what it was. The idea is that if it's okay, how about this? Define what concrete change is.
Wait, and also inverse when okay, did I say verbatim, no, there is no theory or view in which
you said you would disagree with that notion.
There is no theory or view in which tenseless time
is
compatible with concrete change, or did I ask
NatNat? Disagree with that notion. That is what you said.
Oh my god,
bro! This guy is the most academically uneducated person.
Oh my god, NatNat.
This disagree to win to block theory, and I told you that it doesn't matter because that doesn't change. What changes tenseless times framework, not the block theory itself. Block theory.
Okay, so
the reason why block theory is there is because there's a difference of A and B. One is when we view time, there's a static block universe versus a dynamic and flowing structure. That's the difference of time.
Okay, so a dynamic and flowing structure so from A to B under A theory, that we say, like, for example, moving an object into B moment, there's causal efficacy insofar as A is causing B to be different, right? But we would say that.
What do you think causal efficacy is? When you say efficacy particularly?
Efficacy is just, we would just say, like, it's going to refer to some sort of potency there or power. But when we talk about
that's very weird.
And then define it. Go ahead.
Efficacy, I'd probably say it's a structure or something in which is pursued. So particularly, this is going to the reason why it's a very vague one is because it changes upon the literature and what we pursue there. For example, morals under efficacy, we would say
these guys are actually trolling me because, like, I just looked it up.
Senju, you're talking about causal efficacy.
I literally looked it up. This is hilarious. Okay, but inverse, you don't have to save NatNat here. Just let NatNat be his own, like.
Senju, he's talking about causal efficacy, so it's just that well, he doesn't know what it is because he's talking about potency, but it just says that an entity's properties, or actions power to act as a genuine cause produce a specific measurable result.
If you say God is actus purus and his causal efficacy is just he's so
I'm not sure if I commit to
that he causes another being. Wait, that he causes another being internally.
But that's assuming I commit to divine simplicity.
What do you think that's denote?
That's assuming I commit to divine simplicity.
I'm not saying you. We're talking about the view.
You literally just act about. You just said when you say God is actus purus. You just told me. Wait, you just said when you say God is actus purus. You just told me when you say God is pure act.
Oh my god.
Are you stupid?
Oh my god. Please stop. Okay.
What the fuck do you think pure act is?
Senju, I need you to just let him get beat up on his own.
What do you think pure act is?
It makes it look so much worse when you
what do you think pure act is?
Argue for him. Because
what do you think pure act is,
you're only critiquing specific, minute issues with me, but you're not.
What do you think pure act is?
Also, you didn't. I'm confused on B theory versus A theory.
Wait, inverse, really quickly. I also want to go back to your example when we talk about the apple there, because you said that the thing is reducible just to talking about a sequencing there, and that's what I said. I agree. That's just some sort of semantic or linguistic difference rather than one directly. Rather than one directly being related to the other one or forcing the other one to some sort of another reality. All you're doing is mapping one into like if we have a board, you're just mapping where one thing is, and then you're mapping where another thing is. So when I say concrete. Here, what I'm invoking is that objective view, when we talk about A theory, is that from A to B to C, that A, whatever object that A is moving from B to C, it is directly causing B and C as events to occur through the moving itself, right? But when we talk about B theory, we wouldn't say that A to B to C, there's any interaction there. We just say that there's a distinction in properties that aren't necessarily caused by each other. They're not necessarily linked to one another in terms of their movement, if we talk, or causal efficacy, potentiality to change another thing. We just say linguistically, there's a difference, or there's a point we can map onto the map where there's 1, 2, and 3. We're just putting marks there. Now, you didn't really give a reduction to that. You never really gave how my view on these things are incorrect. You never even told me why my definition of causal efficacy was wrong. You guys just laughed at me like buffoons and then moved on.
Well, but I gave you a reason.
Nobody even talked about your definition of causal efficacy.
I really need you to let NatNat get beat up on his own.
Nobody even talked about your definition of causal efficacy.
Wait.
No one
put that on Jesus Christ right now that you didn't laugh when I said
that.
Put that on Jesus Christ. I didn't laugh when I gave my definition of causal efficacy.
Wait,
put that on Jesus right now.
If you're educated,
I want you to apostate
if you're
tonight.
educated,
I need you to apostate
you know
tonight.
I can't even say that.
I need you to apostate tonight, NatNat.
Wait. If you're educated, you know I can't say that. It's like me telling you, put it on Allah Himself.
I would say,
put it on Allah.
Wait. Start us.
Put it on.
Make me mod and give me rec. Wallahi, you guys laughed at when I gave it to you. Wallahi, you did on everything. I'll delete my whole account if you didn't, and you didn't ridicule me or try to throw slight rhetorical jabs.
I ridiculed you for your definition.
Wait. Regardless.
Wait, you said Wallahi, I ridiculed you for your definition.
Regardless.
Wait. Wait, one second.
Rhetorical jabs. Yeah, that's.
Wait, no. I do have one thing to say. We can get this recording, right? You said we should.
I need this recording back because you're getting spanked again.
Stop being. Wait. You're gonna stop being a Muslim today if we now do that, right? Just make that bet right now.
Bro, we can put
make that bet right now.
Bro,
you're gonna stop being a Muslim today.
I said wallahi.
Make the bet right now. You're gonna stop being a Muslim today. Make the bet.
I said wallahi. I didn't do my count. If you did not make any jabs, rhetorical jabs by like laughing, insinuating it was incorrect, trolling, or anything of the sort when I gave my definition. That's what I said. Now, NatNat, because you will put it on Jesus Christ. I know. First of all, you're a LARPer philosopher. You're a sophist. You don't actually believe in your religion. That's why when people insult your religion, when you insult to go back and forth between insulting each other's religions, you don't feel any anger.
How are we getting here?
You have no jealousy.
How are we getting here?
Wait, you don't care if someone insults your religion. First of all,
how are we getting here?
Second of all, how are we getting here? And second of all, that is what happened. How
the hell are we getting here?
Wait, NatNat. To move on to specifically when we talk about actus purus, no one said, NatNat, you hold to or I hold it. I said,
you were talking about the concept. No, stop. You verbatim said when I say actus purus.
I'll drown you out. Stop.
You verbatim said when I say actus purus.
No, I'm pretty sure I said when we say, but even granted. I don't think. Right after I said I don't think. I said I don't think you hold to it. Okay.
Hold on. Wait. Time out. Okay. To clarify, NatNat didn't say anything or laughed at your definition. I said it seemed to be idiosyncratic because when we invoke efficacy, I took the two words and pulled them apart.
Together.
I didn't know you were invoking. Hold on. I didn't know you were invoking such, and it was a misunderstanding on my end. NatNat clarified, said you didn't. He doesn't understand what it means, and that it's a weird way. No one laughed or try to rhetorically.
All right, we'll see when I get at you. Let's just move forward. Let's progress the conversation. Okay, let's say it is the case. Let's say it's the case I said to you. I apologize. Let's say when we talk about let me finish. When we talk about actus purus,
you said wallahi, bro. We gotta get that clip.
No, I did. I need.
We gotta get that clip.
Yeah, I need the rec. Now, as I was saying, when we talk about actus purus, when we talk about the actus purus. Do you believe that the scholarship, as well as, let's just say, a majority of Christians who hold to actus purus, believe that a second person is caused by this one act that's just pure, like that's just so cosmic efficacious, as they would say. Like I could get like a quote from KB Crusader if you want. I mean, I don't think he's a scholar, obviously, but when we just talk about the literature itself, do you believe that that's something posited by the view?
Bro, you were studying way too much. Repeat that.
Okay, do you believe that Actus Purus holds that God is so purely efficacious? Sorry, causally efficacious that another being comes into existence eternally?
That Actus Purus holds that God is so purely
causally efficacious.
Causally efficacious, another being comes into existence.
Bro, stop playing the game, dude.
Wait, that would be, bro, I'm trying to play the game. Relax. What the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, what is the problem with God being pure act and bring another being into existence?
I'm not attacking that. You're not tracking. Listen.
Wait,
when we talk about that relationship there.
I'm just curious.
Is that purely
what is the motivation behind that?
What is the motivation behind that in the first place? So is it concrete or is it only linguistical?
Repeat that question. I was talking over you.
Okay, is that purely linguistical and mind dependent? Or is it extramental, or is it extramental and substantive?
What are you referring to?
I'm talking about the efficacy there.
What efficacy?
The causal. Oh my God, you can't track this.
You're in the game right now.
High tier 3. Tier 3, in fact. You're garbage. I hope everyone is watching this.
Not realize I played the game.
I literally just invoked causality there. I literally just invoked causality there like 5 seconds ago, and then you just forget immediately. This is horrible.
I'm watching you throw. Right, Vexo streaming. I'm watching you throw. You're throwing the game right now.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have you tripping up in the game and this debate. Just leave the game, bro. Like, you're just throwing everybody. You're throwing everyone's ears right now by failing to track and having Senju come save you. I appreciate Senju. I like Senju. But I wish we would just let you get spanked on your own. And then you're also selling your friends' games. Just leave. You're wasting everyone's time.
Hey, what are you guys debating, fellas?
Well,
it's theology. We're talking about temporal metaphysics.
Oh, everybody gonna talk to me at once, word?
Yeah.
Talking about temporal metaphysics.
Niggas don't have bass in their voice. I gotta tell you.
You said these niggas prepubescent, no bass?
Yeah, basically.
No ball drop, no hair.
Yeah, no ball drop.
Hezzy, I would absolutely fuck you.
Nigga, nobody cares about this nigga's such a dork. Shut the fuck up.
I smacked the dog shit out you.
Oh my God, this nigga's a dork.
I ain't gonna lie, a nigga just told you he just told you he.
Bro, this nigga's a fucking dork.
He just told you he smacked the dog shit out you.
Listen, I know you guys don't have to.
He just told you he smacked the dog shit out you.
But even outside the phone, I can spank you.
No bullshit, bro. No bullshit.
Nigga just say he'll spank you, man.
When and where? What
no bullshit.
I'm telling you,
no bullshit. I'm not taking this nigga seriously. He sits online making TikTok tier list. He's a fucking dork. He's literally a dork.
I'm not taking this seriously.
Wait, is Secret Eye getting ignorant? Hell yeah, okay.
I know your friends came to save you. Like how Naruto's little clan did whenever Sasuke was running away.
Oh my
I know that you're running away.
I'm not gonna
I know you want to save you.
Secret.
We got Choji. We got Choji.
Don't make me beat you up on Naruto right now.
We got Yo Nef, Naruto, the chosen one leader. Actually, no, that's probably Senju because he's trying to save you the most. We have this nigga Shikamaru. Yo Nef, think he's so intellectual.
Are you
We have this nigga Vexo coming in like the useless fraud that he is. It's fucking Kiba. But none of these niggas can save you, bro. None of them can save you. Just have a conversation with me one-on-one. So when we talk about the causal efficacy between the relation of
are you talking to me or are you talking to the other kid?
God the Father and God the Son, do you believe
at this point, I don't know who he's talking
and the causal efficacy?
Bro, what is this nigga talking about?
Do you think the causal efficacy there is concrete?
I can't even hear this guy right now, bro.
Secret, what the fuck are you doing?
Secret, what are you saying, bro?
Bro, he's getting drowned out badly, bro.
Do you think it's mental or is it?
Bro, you were getting drowned out.
Is it extra mental?
I think you're a descendant of Bibi Netanyahu.
Is it extra mental or is it mental?
That's what I think.
Listen, do you all see how he's dodging the question?
I think you're spiritually Israeli.
Niggas can't hear the question, bro. Niggas did not hear a single question.
You're literally getting drowned out.
Nah, just answer the question, bro.
Are you getting drowned out?
We've been waiting 10 minutes, bro.
There's no question. You were getting drowned out.
I asked you earlier and you never answered. And then you said you were playing the game. Do you think the relation between those two things, those events there, do you think that those things are mental or extra mental?
Between what two events?
between under the classical, so sorry, not the classical, under Actus Purus, do you think the relation between God the Father and God the Son, the two personal beings within the Trinity, do you think the causal efficacy there is mental or extra mental?
By extra mental, what do you mean?
Just not reducible to mental states.
But it depends on what view of mental states you would say, because there's a view in which I mean, I'm not sure if that would be Actus Purus, but it would entail that. I mean, God is a mind from, I think, metaphysical idealism, so it would be extra mental in the sense of in the perspective of our minds.
So so there is a modality, or there is a system in which it's satisfied to say
what modality? What
is that? What are you not invoking that there is a case or there is a system in which it's satisfiable? We would usually say
I just want to know,
that is some that would be some sense of modality.
Are
you confused upon the semantics being here? Are you confused upon semantics being used here?
Under a bunch of things. So when you're saying
do you
modality,
think God is like no longer
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know what you're
Purus?
saying when you say modality.
Guys, NatNat is clearly confused because he's trying to play the game and debate somebody.
We're confused on what you're saying. You keep
This is
stuttering.
really horrible for him.
Yeah, well, you do keep stuttering. You can't listen to what I'm saying.
But
so
this is the
I'm just
thing.
clarifying on one thing. You said under modality. So again, I don't know if you know what modality is, because there's many types of it. There's many.
I said under
ways
some
of it.
modality. I said under some modality. That just means there's a system in which it's satisfiable. What do you think modality is?
Yeah, and a system which is the particular thing that I said is satisfiable, exclusive to what?
What do you mean exclusive to what? You're the one positing it. All I'm saying is...
Oh my gosh, you're the one that asked me to
Yo, you're slow.
You're actually slow.
You're slow.
So the question you just asked me...
Yo, Senju, how you doing, man? How you doing,
Bro, getting
this guy's bad.
Are you really coming at him for his accent? Is that what you're doing now?
No, I'm just mocking him because he's getting obliterated.
Yo, he's a bit of...
Save him. This is really bad PR. This is really bad PR.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He got
okay, NatNat is trying to go into semantics of what modality is here. That doesn't matter.
Modality?
So when we moving forward upon that, right? NatNat agrees that it's extra mental. So when we talk about causal efficacy here,
but in a sense,
the only system in which it's satisfiable when we talk about
in a sense is extra mental.
Hold on,
I said in a sense is extra mental.
Yeah, that's the only. That's the only sense you answered in.
In what sense did I say
that's the only. That's the only.
In what sense did I say it's extra mental in?
That's the only. That's the only.
In what sense did I say it's extra mental in?
That's only. In
what sense did I say it's extra mental in?
So wait, listen,
bro, you're stuttering way too much. You're mumbling over your words. You're stumbling over your words, bro. You gotta say wallahi again. This is bad. Again, in what way or what sense did I say it's extra mental in?
You gave some sort of idiosyncratic view.
I gave some sort of idiosyncratic
God is like viewed as a mind, but it wasn't really clear upon. Like,
wait, metaphysical idealism
specifically what the view posits isn't really relevant.
Wait,
to
define idiosyncratic right now.
As long as you agree that there is
define idiosyncratic, bro.
As long as you agree that there is a system in which it's satisfiable, that's all that.
You could not define idiosyncratic, bro.
You see how he runs? Define idiosyncratic. Y'all see how he's running?
But there's a reason. There's clearly a reason why I'm asking that. So define it really quickly.
Let's just move forward, bro.
Wait, the define idiosyncratic.
So I got egoed by fucking Senju.
Hold on. There's a lot of issues,
bro. This is really bad. Why is he running to what idiosyncratic means?
So if he defines idiosyncratic, to be peculiar, I'm going to ask him, well, what about what I said is peculiar? Which he can't actually answer it all whatsoever, because I extrapolated on which view. 1 second.
This is really bad for you. On top of that, it was worse.
You can take potentially
it was worse. Wait. I'm gonna tell you.
1 second.
NatNat, I'm gonna tell you what two things made it worse.
Saying his name like you love him.
Two things made it worse. Inverse trying to help you and not helping you because
what
he
did he try to help me? He tried to get clarification.
And then your friends coming on the panel and
he himself could say.
And then failing
to help you.
The point
was trying to get clarification on the dumb shit.
I came here to talk to starters.
Okay, well, what did I say that was incorrect?
I can't hear the vibe.
You came at the wrong time. Some dumb
particularly.
I didn't
say what incorrect is dumb insofar as not informative. So the thing again,
what did I say that wasn't informative? Go ahead.
Just to clarify to absolutely everybody. The thing that stemmed from was a Giorno thing, clearly.
And you got obliterated.
Right? Clearly, right? So the point of the conversation
and you got obliterated.
was, I said,
you got thrashed.
I said Ichigo
you got
is
embarrassed.
beyond causality. Giorno's ability depends on causality. If Ichigo is above or independent of causality, Giorno's ability wouldn't work on him. He asked me what I define causality as. Well, I just said something that occurs with a temporal sequence. What I mean by something that occurs, well, in virtue of its cause.
Bro, who wants to hear about this?
He said, one second. No, stop. Wait, stop.
You said this isn't addressing anything about.
Wait, you said I got, one second. Stop.
Because this is so embarrassing. Who wants to hear about this?
1 second.
Wait, raise your hand.
Can somebody shut this pig up, bro? Can somebody shut this pig up, bro?
Literally, no one wants to hear about your whole sob story.
Somebody please shut this pig up, bro. Like, I'd appreciate it.
Oh my god.
Dude,
no one wants to hear this.
Now that the pig is quiet.
No one wants to hear this.
Okay, how about this?
I promise you no one wants to hear this.
Why don't...
Wait, no, because it adds context to the thing. Senju asked...
Nobody has moderator?
Senju asked for context.
I do.
Right now.
And a reason for the particular discussion we're having about causality. I don't know why you're scared to not let me give it, but I'm gonna give it anyway. Right? And he asked me...
I asked him,
particularly,
guys,
and I said
NatNat is trying further
between
upon
A theory, between A theory and B theory, causality is defined differently, right? In B theory, causality is quite static, and A theory, causality is dynamic, right? In that, in A
quite
theory,
static,
in
is it
B
fully
theory,
static or is it quite static?
in B theory, 1 second. In B theory, causality, in B theory, there's no difference between the past, present, future.
No one's laughing, by the way.
In A theory, there's a difference between the past, present, future. So I define between static and dynamic, and that is a distinction between these three relevant states of affairs.
Oh no!
So
no one's laughing.
Now we're going from that. He said initially that A theory reduces to something primitive, and the primitive thing in which stop.
No.
And which I'm gonna don't worry. I'll continue to the thing you clarified on. And then A theory reduces to something primitive, and the primitive thing you referred 1 second. And the primitive thing it reduces to is a word in which has a meaning in which the meaning of the word is identical. 1 second. The meaning in the word is identical, right? So it's circular and temporal language. It's primitive language, right? And well, that's literally trivially true to absolutely any single word with a fucking definition. Well, at least
that's trivially true. Any word with the definition
one second.
One
second.
In the definition,
you know, he was complaining about not.
No, this is horrible,
right? And continuing from that, particularly when you go down a reductionist view, and that you reduce. So just the ultimate reduction, in which it's just there's a circularity there. That's what I was going to clarify on. You can't do that because you're a pig. But going from that though, yeah, and then you clarified in this topic. Talking to Senju, that I said B theory, not A theory. B theory reduces to something absolutely like just primitive, circular, to the poor language, primitive language, in which absolutely clarified nothing because it's not informative at all. Well, that's what you said.
I'm asking you if you agree. You don't think the primitive language can be circular?
Well, no shit.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing wrong with what I said.
Well, no. The point is that.
Well, no. The point is not.
The point is it doesn't inform you of anything from the original
definition
topic. Well, the point is it's not informative at all whatsoever.
Of what primitive language is going to be is actually not
1 second. Well, you're not even
what it actually is.
Well, you're just being a pig right now. It's bad.
So I'm just giving everyone my sob story that everyone's bored with.
Well, everyone, let him finish.
No one wants to hear about this.
Well, finish. Get it off your chest.
I'm saying no one wants to hear about this, bro. Just debate me on substance.
Want to hear you? What?
You ran from the substance.
What do you think? Anyone wants to hear you?
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying I want
not necessarily.
So I can wait. I want to spank you really quick.
Well, you're saying
Listen, I want to spank you so I can get to sleep.
I shouldn't talk.
But you're just running. Like I swear to God, I think what you're doing is just trying to tire me out. You're saying I shouldn't talk about this. Is this what you do when you debate people? You start giving little sob stories. You're saying I shouldn't talk about it because no one wants to hear me. No one wants to hear you. Why are you talking about this? Why are you even talking in the first place? No one wants to hear you. When I say not necessarily, all I'm invoking there is that I don't think that everyone here wants to hear me spank
you just said the same thing for me.
But I think there's quite a bit of people who are actually enjoying me absolutely obliterating you. And they can tell right now that instead of engaging and progressing linearly, what you're doing is going to a debate that happened on another panel. Not only are you talking about the debate that happened on another panel in a very slow fashion, but you're doing it in an idiosyncratic way, which just further illustrates that you don't know why anything I said would be wrong. In fact, you just conceded.
Bro, can you tell me what way I'm doing
that? My definition of primitive language is actually a correct one, or my understanding of it, or exhaustive account.
Nobody even disagrees with your definition of primitive language.
Actually, encompasses what primitive language is itself.
Nobody disagreed with your definition of primitive language. at all.
Bro, what is this dork shit, y'all? Why are we looking at graphs? We talking about hoops.
That's exactly what I said.
What the fuck is this?
Like this guy.
Me and Miami Smitty was just listening to this shit. Like, what are
So
these
you see how
dork ass niggas?
you see how NatNat's
Bro,
running with his tail between
what
his
was
legs?
the
Because
first
when
thing
I
I
came back
said,
into
bro?
the live, he said, "Oh, he just commented that with it, but then won't come up." I came up, I give him straight belt to ass. I had a
I didn't say. Wait,
Tribulus, and then now we're
say
here where
wallahi
you guys are
again. Say
coming to
wallahi. I
save
said
him.
that.
There was 10
Wait, hold on,
viewers on
hold
the
on,
live.
say wallahi again.
hold on, wait,
Secret, I say wallahi again.
He has 30 right now is because of me.
One second, Nev. Secret, I say wallahi again.
I'm literally the only reason
Yo,
that's
Secret, I say wallahi. I said
and my
that.
nigga Secret said he
I'm
let
the only
bet on my
reason
nigga
that your
NatNat.
panel
Yo, Secret, say wallahi. I said that.
Say what?
Say wallahi. I said
what?
that.
You said
what
what?
you just said. Say wallahi. I said that.
I don't know what you said verbatim, but I know
say
you.
wallahi
I know
right
you
now.
and Senju. I know you and
Say
Senju
wallahi
expressed the
right
sentiment.
now.
Wait, let me finish.
Say wallahi right now.
Let me finish. Wait,
Say
let me
wallahi. I
finish.
said that.
I know. I'm not. I didn't know what you say verbatim. I'm giving
Nigga,
you
you
the
heard what
sentiment that
Secret
you
I said. Nigga,
expressed.
he
Now let
said,
me finish.
mashallah,
The
nigga,
sentiment.
mashallah.
I swear, yo, say
Oh
wallahi.
my god, this nigga's gonna get spanked if he lets me respond.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wait, Secret,
I know you're
this
afraid of the
guy's
belt, but just let me
obsession with spanking
respond, boy. I know you didn't get enough
Bro,
discipline.
what is this
in the
guy's
house.
obsession with spanking
NatNat, hold on,
now,
NatNat, brother,
boy.
please, one
Let
second,
me
please, brother, hold on.
respond. Okay, you and
Wait, Secret,
you
hold on.
and Ivius
I got a question, bro.
expressed. Go ahead, Yonef. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, I can't take
Is that rhetoric? Is saying Secret? I have a question for you, and then laughing like a fucking lunatic. Is that rhetoric now? Okay, now back to
rhetoric,
NatNat.
This is rhetoric.
Wait, listen, son. Listen, son. Son. I need you to engage with the substance here. Is he actually getting harder?
Engage with substance, nigga. I'm asking
because you want to run away and talk about what happened.
If you could pull your head out your own ass for 3 seconds.
But listen, brother.
Right? I'm not attacking you. I'm asking a clarifying question. I would like to be informed before I say anything, and I was asking you to inform me.
What you laughed. You didn't ask me anything.
Yeah, because you go ahead, yo now. If you did that fucking Dean Withers shit, right? It was funny. I found it funny.
Go ahead, bro.
This nigga.
I was simply asking. I don't know what you TikTok brainiac niggas.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Normal human interaction. I'm allowed to laugh before I say something.
I don't know what you're looking for. Like,
it has nothing to do with rhetoric.
Gonna give you a galaxy when you laugh. Like, is that what you're expecting?
Are you? Why is your mouth on my dick like this?
Secret asked me a question.
What the fuck you got going on? I was asking for education. You and this bitch trying to be funny. Nobody gonna laugh with you, gang. Like nobody's no.
Shut up. All right. What's your question, buddy?
Power scaling. So I'm still taking that.
Right. Like we could be ignorant, gang. Like if you want to take it there, we can be ignorant. You feel me?
No one's trying to be ignorant.
No,
I was
we
trying to
got
have a conversation with NatNat, and you all interrupted.
Okay, then. So stop taking it there, brother. That's all I'm saying is I wanted to know what y'all was talking about.
Okay, we're talking about.
I just want to know what y'all was talking about, bro. That's all.
We're talking about temporal metaphysics.
Temporal metaphysics.
Yeah.
I may be a bot when it comes to that. I may be a bot.
Okay,
what the fuck is temporal metaphysics?
Okay, well, can we finish the conversation and then I can give you an account of what I believe it is?
Yeah, sure. Perfect.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, well, the only thing in this conversation, once it progresses linearly, isn't necessarily going to be exactly what NatNat holds to, or all the views.
Oh, sorry, brother.
All the conversation we got to before, he started like giving us his sad One Piece backstory, was essentially if he believes that primarily a view on causal efficacy is going to report some sort of concrete an extra mental change rather than some mental or linguistic semantical change. So me and Trivialist clarified that under B theory, when we talk about these distinctions and points, which he also gave no response to when we talked about the map, right? If we have a strip and we just mark X at 3 distinct parts, A, B, and C, but that between these parts, there's no causal efficacy there. We're just making a distinction between properties. There's no real concrete change there insofar as there's no extra mental change. It's just a mental linguistic semantic notion there. And when we talk about when we talk about A, B, and C under A theory, there is going to be causal efficacy there. So when I talk about concrete change, all I mean there is that there's causal efficacy, and I clarified that as
just
well.
yell about sad,
I clarified that as well when I gave the distinction between the first theories in the first place, which upon NatNat didn't track. So then that's why he was asking me what I think concrete change was, and then he confused inverse trivialist because then inverse trivialist is saying, well, there is a concrete change there insofar as there's difference in properties, but that's not what I was denoting there. What I was denoting there was causal efficacy, but because NatNat said it is satisfiable in some system in which the causal efficacy is specifically referring to in temporal language to be some extramental thing and not some mental linguistic thing, then we would say that
I didn't say concrete change is satisfiable
fails because NatNat doesn't actually believe that there is a he doesn't actually believe there is a system in which causal efficacy is relating to linguistic or semantic things. Again. He thinks it's relating to things changing one another.
Secret, I say wallahi. Secret, I say wallahi. Say wallahi, I said that.
Say wallahi, I said that.
Secret Eye. You said everything you just said.
You said there is a system.
Secret Eye. Say
there is a system in which it's satisfiable to say that the causal efficacy here between
Secret Eye.
between the Father and the Son is going to be extramental. That is what you said.
Bro,
that is what you throw
wallahis like it's nothing, bro.
That is what you
say wallahi again.
That's what you
Secret Eye, you throw wallahis like it's nothing. Say it again.
I throw wallahis when it's
Appreciate
important.
You, Sloop.
Bro, say wallahi again.
So Stardust, you're not gonna fuck
wallahi.
W Galaxy, man.
Wait, what happened?
No, you know I didn't say that. Say wallahi, I said that.
NatNat on his live.
Say wallahi, I said that. Secrets.
NatNat, I'm gonna keep you harder with
everyone will leave you. Say wallahi, I said that.
I didn't hear you. You either muted or you either said that shit on mute. I can't.
Nah, they probably just were talking over me. It's okay.
You letting them go? You going for that shit?
This is entertainment. W instigation, holy shit.
Just a little bit. I'm not gonna fall for level 2 genjutsu at 12
I want to clarify something to Echo and Chat.
I just
a short clarification.
And Senju eagled the fuck out of me. I can't lie. My fault, NatNat. But Senju eagled the fuck out of me. I said, what's up? That nigga just ignored me.
Oh, my bad.
But I want to clarify something. Shut up.
You fat bitch.
I want to clarify something. Shut up and do. I want to clarify something to. Oh my.
Are you stuttering there? Are you shivering?
I want to clarify something to Echo. But yeah, Echo. I mean, at least on my understanding of pure acts, which I mean, it's just that God is fully actual, timeless, changes, simple, necessary, and metaphysical idealism quite literally does fit together. I mean, so. By metaphysical idealism is just that consciousness is fundamental and matter is derivative. So the physical world is not basic stuff. It's just structural experiences. It's like 3 categories: structural experiences, appearance within the mind, and stable patterns of perception. I'm talking the Echo. I'm talking about Echo, not that fucking.
All right, let's continue forth. So.
Well,
do you think there can be causal
efficacy
and B theory?
Wait, say wallahi.
Can you get moderation too if we're gonna continue actually?
I'm not trying to hear no, Senju, I'm not gonna say.
Do you think that
Senju,
A can bring
Senju, a few things. This conversation has been happening for not even how long have we been in this live, Senju?
Probably an hour. I've probably been here for an hour.
And then it's been happening for another hour. I talked to this guy for 2 hours. My brain is absolutely.
Yeah, you've been getting spanked, and I can't wait to get wrecked.
I don't know what's his obsession with
kind enough to send it If Stardust is kind enough to send me this wreck, I will never slander him ever again. I will literally I'll cut down to Stardust.
Secret, I say wallahi. I said everything you said.
I'd be Stardust is
Secret, I say wallahi.
Personal. I don't even know, bro. I give him.
Why are you scared to say wallahi?
Month, bro.
Say wallahi.
I give him the Black History. I give him the
Secret, I say
for Black History.
Why are you talking about Black History Month? You ain't.
I would listen, bro. I would shake Stardust's hand if he gave me this wreck, man.
Wait, you can't do that.
What?
Wait,
do you think that A can bring
very weird trick.
Under
you
B?
gay?
You can't shake Stardust's hand until you gotta say wallahi.
This is just a clear dodge.
Say wallahi.
Do you think
it's not a clear dodge? Say wallahi.
Do you think that do you think that
is just
A event bringing B event into existence is attainable under B theory?
Yo, should all of we just ask him once to say wallahi? I don't know though.
You got enough wallahis out of me tonight, brother. Now I need you to answer the question. I know you're playing the game and selling everyone there.
Can you say wallahi?
You're also selling our ears here and our brains as well. I'm already starting.
Well, I don't think anyone here is listening to you.
Tired here.
Nobody here is listening to you.
I need you to
nobody
progress the
here is listening to you,
conversation.
bro.
I need you to progress the conversation.
I can go down the panel. I can ask Senju, Rio, Ian,
How does this
Hezzy,
affect Death's
Neff,
legacy, bro?
These are all your
I can
friends.
ask
The
everyone
only
in
one,
chat. I can ask
the only
Echo,
one,
Cool Guy, Eric,
the only
Oxide.
one I would
The only one.
wait, the only one I
one.
consider
The
to be
only one.
impartial is
The only
Senju.
one.
I think
The only one.
generally Senju, although he probably like prefers you over me, he's gonna be impartial here.
Anyone
And
would
so far
prefer
as saying
Senju
that,
over
like
you.
it doesn't seem relevant to the
Bitch, I didn't
conversation.
try.
To have me say wallahi
Oh,
for the
damn.
That
conversation
nigga
to
said I didn't
progress.
track.
Right, so Senju was
I'm not.
listening. Rio, were you listening?
I'm gonna be dead ass. I'm gonna be so dead ass.
What
I
happened?
stopped caring after
Were you
like the
listening
amount
to
of
what
words
this
that were being
this guy
tossed.
was
Like
talking about?
if there's
Not
like no
really.
clear discrepancy, there's nothing being clarified. It's all like a bunch of
Nigga
precepts. It's
babble.
just everywhere. Like if you guys are actually going to talk about metaphysics, you have to get clear on so many terms, and yet everything that has
I
been
agree.
tried to be cleared out or not cleared, it's just been a bunch of precepts.
Wait,
I don't even think like
But Senju, I did that earlier when I
these.
gave the distinction between what I believe concrete change is going to mean here,
Wait,
and I agreed with you
wait,
that if you're viewing concrete
wait.
changes,
I understand
if
that
you're viewing
you believe
concrete
in me.
changes just a distinction in properties, I could agree under that sense. But the sense I
Wait.
invoked it was specifically causal efficacy. Simply, what I'm asking NatNat right now is if
Wait,
he believes that
nobody's listening to you.
between A event and B event to C event that there's
Wait,
going
Senju,
to
you
be
just
a
said when it
there's
comes to
going to be
metaphysical
a
discussions
causal
about
relation
metaphysics,
between A to
we gotta
B.
get clear on
If
terms,
A
like
brings
many
B about
terms, right?
into existence, that's all I'm asking him. And
Right,
he's not.
right,
It's a
right.
true
Senju
dichotomous
said,
question.
Senju, when it comes
He can
to
just answer
discussions on
yes or no,
metaphysics, we have to
and
get clear on many
he can
terms.
just answer yes or
Said,
no.
do
And
you
we can
not
progress
remember
the
Secret
debate.
Eye saying when I asked him the definition of like literally 50 fucking things and complaining about me asking him the definition on like 50
I
fucking
said I already
things?
gave it to
When
you,
it's,
and we can
and
go
he
into
said,
rec.
well, look at
NatNat
NatNat running,
Wallahi, I said I
asking
already
me
gave
for the
it to you.
definition,
I said if I
answering
tell you what I mean
question,
by, then I'm just
asking me
giving
for
it
the
to you.
definition,
Then I'm just
and
giving
answering the
giving it
question,
to you. I'm telling you how to
answering
respond.
and
The
you
same
didn't
thing
give me
happened with
definition at
Lights
all. You didn't
Awaken. I had to give him
respond,
free
not
amps because he couldn't tell what was going on. He
and
was
you just
lost.
What the
agreed?
fucking moron?
He
No
was
one cares
lost in
about
the
him. Stop
water
being a
and
retard.
the sauce and the ocean.
This is what
He was
debating
lost in
has
the
turned
pools.
into.
This is what debating has
was
turned
in too
into.
deep. He was in too deep.
NatNat, you're part of the problem.
What?
You're one of them. What the fuck?
What is this
You're one of
wording?
them. What the fuck?
Nah. So just answer. It's a true
Wait, no,
dichotomous
put
question.
on Wallahi, bro.
Do
Yo, say
you
Wallahi, bro.
believe that A?
Well, say Wallahi, bro.
Do you think A?
Say Wallahi,
Wait,
bro.
do you think? Wait,
Yo,
do you
stop
think
saying
A
that shit, bro.
caused-
Okay, let me
do you
just
think-
ask you
do think
this.
A-
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, could I say Wallahi, bro?
Okay,
No,
look,
Senju,
do you hold?
Senju, no.
Okay.
Everything he said I said literally a bunch of shit I didn't say. So I'm telling him, say Wallahi. Say Wallahi, bro.
Too deep.
So Wallahi upon what specifically?
The things you said that I said.
Well, for one, there's no
Everything.
clarity on
Absolutely everything you
modal.
just said, I said.
There's just no clarity on
when you were
modal.
doing
I said,
the
for example, that
Sob One
you
Piece
and
bad
Senju,
story
okay, for
that
example,
you said I
earlier-
was also doing.
Oh my gosh,
telling
I'm
you,
getting
put
deja
Wallahi.
vu. Okay, as I was saying
One word, bro,
earlier,
Wallahi.
I invoked. Let me finish.
One
Earlier,
word, Wallahi.
That's really embarrassing for you.
Say it right now, Wallahi.
Oh my god, let me finish. Okay.
Bro, say it right now, bro, Wallahi, bro.
Earlier, I invoked.
You
that
invoke
you
Wallahi? Bro,
and-
invoke Wallahi right now, too.
Oh my god. Earlier, I invoked that you.
Bro,
and
can you not say
Senju
Wallahi?
expressed an attitude that you wanted me to continue the discussion and ask me questions further upon the discussion.
Bro, why can't this guy
I
say
was
Wallahi,
talking
bro?
to Senju, and I don't know, maybe your ego got hurt
Yeah,
because
say
like I was
Wallahi.
explaining how you
Don't
failed
let niggas have fun doing this.
intellectually.
I know. I'm
and
just asking
then me and
say
Senju,
Wallahi.
me and
Bro, say
Senju kind
Wallahi
of
and we end this all right now.
teetered off. Like
Yo,
in
say
fact,
Wallahi
Senju
and we
said
end this
that
all right now.
what I was saying wasn't necessarily even wrong as long as I clarified and qualified what I meant upon it.
Bro,
And I
this
agree
guy
with
say Wallahi
Senju.
so we can
When
end
we
everything
talk
right
about
now.
metaphysics, we have to be very clear about what we mean, and I've done that every step of the way.
All right, what I'm gonna do is
But moving
I'm just gonna
beyond
ignore
that,
everything he's saying now unless he says Wallahi. So
moving
let's just do that.
moving beyond that, this is just
So,
a
yo,
sad
Hezzy, how
attempt
was
to
your day today,
obfuscate
man?
from the
Nigga,
question.
it's been,
So
well,
listen,
actually, no, today was pretty good.
listen.
Pretty
I
good.
What
have
did
an
you do today?
event. I have an event in a couple of hours
Been
from
reading
now.
the
I'm going to be
Dragon Ball
spending
manga
some
that my
quality
mom
You
got
got
time
nothing
with
eventful in
people
your
I
life. You're lonely
cherish.
and
You know,
fat as
these are
fuck.
pretty good people, more worth
Damn,
my
yo,
time than
Hezzy,
you.
bro,
So
I made
I'm gonna
like, bro, I made
listen.
like
I'm gonna
mad
give you
food
one last
today.
chance
Like, I
because this
made
was really embarrassing for you, and I'm
well,
giving you an opportunity.
today I made chicken Alfredo.
So it's
I'm
Valentine's
giving you
Day
an
and nobody's on the phone
opportunity.
with
I'm
their
giving you an
shorties?
It's not
opportunity to
Valentine's Day.
continue the
Yeah,
Bro, I was
conversation
on
in
the
a
thing,
linear
bro.
fashion.
What? Yo, Rio,
All I
it's
want you to
Valentine's Day.
answer
What are we
is
doing?
if you believe that does A bring about B?
But yeah,
Yes or no?
Hezzy, do you want
Can
to
someone lynch this
see the
monkey?
Alfredo I made?
Let's just
Yeah,
say yes or no. Are you
I
gonna
don't
answer
fuck with
it?
chicken Alfredo. I never had good chicken Alfredo. I don't fuck with
Nah,
that.
NatNat. I got
mine
sales
is
too and
good.
rivals.
Hezzy,
Yeah,
go
It's just really bad.
In
Okay,
DMs on
man.
Discord, I'll send you like 2 photos. One of them is chicken Alfredo. The other one is
GG's.
the other one is
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yo, stop this
Oh,
bullshit.
the other one is steak, potatoes, and I think.
Yo, Neff, I can explain to you what temporal metaphysics invokes here now.
Oh yeah,
When we talk about temporal
has he no
metaphysics,
DMs? I'm gonna send you
all we're saying is that there's two main theories and then subsets within those theories. There's A theory and B theory. B theory posits
No one wants to listen to this.
Time is. Well, Neff asked me about this earlier, so shut up.
I don't think he cares.
It's fine. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Let me finish. As I was saying. Simply B theory just posits that time is the fourth dimension.
What kind of seasoning did you use for your steak?
Extremely intimate with space.
What kind of seasoning?
And A theory is just gonna posit that time
I just use
is
normal,
something that is
I
constantly progressing in
powder,
the past, present, future.
normal green seasoning.
Are different and distinct
put a muzzle on these niggas, bro.
concrete.
Yo,
that one causes the next.
At?
So from past to present to future.
You said put a muzzle on these
relation,
niggas. I'm
which
talking
NatNat
about
can
the
address.
Yo, can we like mute the page, bro?